The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of January 20 to 24 reveal that Nick Newman will be more determined than ever to track Sharon Newman down and save her before it's too late. Unfortunately, this could turn into a double rescue if Phyllis Summers lands in trouble next. Phyllis will eventually get tangled up in a life-threatening ordeal with Sharon, so could Jordan stash her down in the sewer too? There might be some situation where Jordan has to think fast and get Phyllis out of the picture. Jordan might also decide that doubling her leverage can work in her favor. Nick would do anything to save the mothers of his children, so Jordan may end up counting on that as a get-out-of-jail-free card. Regardless, Y&R fans can expect Sharon and Phyllis to rethink their relationship as foes, so it certainly sounds like they'll become surprising allies and perhaps team up on an escape. Of course, we should also talk about Claire Newman, since her fake peace with Jordan won't last long. Once Jordan realizes it's all an act, she'll no doubt unleash her vengeful fury. There have been some hints about Cole Howard putting his own life on the line to save Claire, so he could run straight into peril for her sake. Will Cole survive whatever Jordan has in store for him? You can bet Kyle Abbott will panic when he gets updates on Claire's brush with danger. It could lead to Kyle realizing just how deep his feelings for Claire are, and Summer Newman could see that for herself based on his emotional reaction. As for Damien, more secrets will unravel and could ultimately lead to the revelation that he's not who he claims to be. Nate Hastings could potentially find out that this is a Damien imposter. Audra Charles has some secrets of her own that'll be revealed down the road, so perhaps she has a past connection to the man posing as Damien. Over with Billy Abbott and Sally Spectra. They're gearing up for a Paris trip that's sure to bring some flying sparks and big surprises. Back in Genoa City, Chelsea Lawson and Connor Newman should settle in the old ranch house with Adam Newman, so some family bonding is on the way. However, the Newmans will have to brace for more Ian Ward drama, since a major showdown is brewing at the main house sooner or later. Victor Newman will want to end this threat permanently, so will he pull the trigger on Ian in the not-too-distant future? The Young and the Restless spoilers say some highs and lows are coming up in GC, so stick with us for more predictions on all the stunning news and chaotic confrontations. We'll have other fantastic Young and the Restless spoilers, predictions, news, and updates to check out, so make us your favorite Y&R hotspot. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Pulse Canvas. It's me, Julie here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Thursday, January 16, reveal that Victor Newman will make a big discovery that relates to Ian Ward's trickery. There's a good chance this involves Jordan's imposter swap at her prison facility, so Victor may realize Ian the chaplain must have arranged that. Since Nick Newman has already been wondering about Ian's accomplice, Victor may give his son updates as more of the puzzle comes together. Nick is bound to be furious if Victor delivers news about Jordan and Ian teaming up. Next on Thursday's I&R episode, Claire Newman will act like she's willing to join forces with Jordan against the Newmans again. Perhaps Claire will vow to keep Jordan's return quiet and help her get the revenge they always wanted. However, Claire will betray Jordan instead by sounding the alarm to Victoria Newman and Nikki Newman. Victoria and Nikki may want to alert the authorities right away, but Claire may advise against involving the cops just yet. Claire might also want to keep Victor out of the loop and argue that he'd stop her from carrying out her plan. It looks like Claire will think she's in the best position to trap Jordan, but her scheme could take some wrong turns before the week's over. In the meantime, Phyllis Summers will try to pry a confession out of Billy Abbott, so this could be about his Paris trip with Sally Spectra or even just his true romantic feelings. It's possible Phyllis will pick up on Billy's concern about Chelsea Lawson, who's moving to the ranch with Adam Newman and Connor Newman. That could lead to Phyllis pushing Billy's buttons and acting like he's just using Sally to get over Chelsea. Then again, Phyllis might demand the details of Billy's first move against Victor and pressure him to get the ball rolling on the revenge plot he's been talking about for so long. Whatever the case, Phyllis will put Billy through a grilling session, so stick with us for more predictions on any tension that might erupt. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Phyllis will get caught up in some other shocking situations soon, so stay tuned. Be sure to make your favorite Y and R hotspot for all the sizzling Young and the Restless spoilers, predictions, updates, and news you need. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Wednesday, January 15, promise some major bombshells that are about to be dropped in the land of Genoa City. Coming up on The Young and the Restless. Someone has shocking news, while a family reunion takes an awkward turn and a character reveals a stunning decision. What's said to unravel during Wednesday's show? Time to find out. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Chelsea Lawson's surprising news. Y and R spoilers for Wednesday, January 15, imply that Adam Newman will completely be thrown for a loop when Chelsea Lawson shocks him with some news. Looks like she'll be all in to make that move to the Newman Ranch with him and Connor Newman, which will be welcomed, but likely catch Adam off guard since she's been so against it. Still, her talk with Victoria Newman helped her make up her mind, so it'll be interesting to see Adam's reaction when she gives him the okay to start packing. Y and R spoilers. Claire Newman comes face-to-face with Jordan. Across town, Y and R spoilers for Wednesday, January 15, suggests that Claire Newman will come face-to-face with Jordan as the two share an awkward family reunion. As Tuesday's show came to a close, Claire happened to be at the coffee house at the same time Jordan was, and as her aunt grabbed her beverages and thanked the server behind the counter, Claire knew it was Jordan behind that disguise as soon as she heard her voice. She followed her out to the park, where the woman finally stopped, and the two were set to have a confrontation during Wednesday's show. But will Claire fall into Jordan's trap? She can be quite crafty. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Billy Abbott's stunning decision. Across town, Y and R spoilers for Wednesday's episode reveal Billy Abbott will make a shocking decision. At this point, the only surprising decision Billy could make is to abandon his revenge plans against Victor Newman, but is that even possible? Fans will have to tune in to find out. Are you excited about Wednesday's show? Comment below. Catch the CBS Soap Daily so you don't miss a moment of the drama, and visit SOS often for the best Young and the Restless spoilers, updates, and news. The Young and the Restless spoilers recap for Wednesday, January 15, reveals that Chelsea Lawson will bump into Billy Abbott and mention that Adam Newman asked her to move in the old ranch house, but she'll insist she's doing this for Connor Newman. Billy will think it makes sense for Connor to have both his parents there with him, but he'll worry about Adam's manipulative nature and will warn Chelsea to be careful. At Society, Sally Spectra will have an awkward conversation with Adam, who will also offer updates on his move-in offer for Chelsea. Although Sally will give Adam a nudge toward a Chelsea reunion, she won't be interested in discussing her private life with Billy. Sally will eventually let something slip about Billy's obsessions, so Adam will assume he's going after Chancellor and will rant about Billy being a sore loser. That'll rile Sally up a bit since Adam likes to cause damage and complain about the fallout. Afterward, Sally will apologize to Billy for spilling too much to Adam, but he won't mind. When it comes to the details of Billy's vengeful plan, Sally won't think it's a good idea for her to know the details. Billy will suggest that's up to Sally, but he'll admit that the only way to go after Victor Newman is through his family. Back with Chelsea, she'll meet up with Adam and give him good news since she's decided to move to the ranch for Connor's sake. Adam will basically assure Chelsea that he can respect her boundaries, but he'll think this is going to be good for all of them. In the park, Claire Newman, Haley Aaron, will claim that she's seen the light when it comes to the Newmans, who are backstabbing, manipulative hypocrites, just like Jordan warned her. Claire will contend that the Newmans turn on anyone in the name of family and will act like Jordan was right about them. Jordan will seem skeptical of Claire's change of heart at first, but Claire will point out that she followed her alone and didn't call the cops or the Newman family. Claire will wonder if Jordan came back to give her another chance or to make her pay, so Jordan will suggest that's up to Claire. After Claire gripes about not belonging with the Newmans or the Abbotts, she'll play up how Victoria Newman doesn't really know her like she knows her other children. Once Claire cries and acts like Jordan is the only one she can trust, Jordan will tear up too. Claire will claim she can't pretend anymore, so Jordan will accept her into a warm embrace. Of course, it looks like Claire is weaving a new tangled web of deception and convincing Jordan that she's back on her side. Despite Claire's insistence that this isn't a trap, that's exactly what she seems to be setting. Our Vi and our predictions hint that Claire could put herself in even more danger thanks to her dirty trick, so don't miss all the shockers and shakeups ahead. The Young and the Restless spoilers hint that Claire's charade will spell trouble in the coming episodes. Firefighters are still battling the Los Angeles wildfires. Their tireless efforts haven't been overlooked. The Young and the Restless star Eric Braeden lost his home in the Palisades fire. He also confirmed that his co-star, Amelia Heinel, is grieving the loss of her home. Braeden interacts with Y and R fans on Bluesky. The Y and R veteran deactivated his Twitter account and posted the announcement on his Instagram page. Braeden interacted with fans on Bluesky and talked about the devastating loss amid the wildfires in California. Still, Braeden was grateful to have his daughter home for Christmas before their family home burned down. Maybe it was the last time, but it was wonderful. We have the intention to rebuild. When I first saw 45 years of building a life turn to ash and smoldering beams, I almost buckled, he exclaimed. Hundreds of fans and friends shared their support and condolences. One friend wanted to know the status of Amelia Heinel's home. I'm not surprised you want to rebuild, Eric. I'd love to have a chat once things have settled a bit. My best to Dale and your wonderful family. I haven't heard if Amelia's home was spared. Please let me know and send her my regards, Larry Hoffman wrote. No, she lost her home as well. The extent of this disaster is unimaginable. Braeden responded. Heinel hasn't shared this news with her followers on social media. Her co-star was the first to confirm it. One friend wanted to know the status of Amelia Heinel's home. I'm not surprised you want to rebuild, Eric. I'd love to have a chat once things have settled a bit. My best to Dale and your wonderful family. I haven't heard if Amelia's home was spared. Please let me know and send her my regards, Larry Hoffman wrote. No, she lost her home as well. The extent of this disaster is unimaginable. Braeden responded. Heinel hasn't shared this news with her followers on social media. Her co-star was the first to confirm it. The latest update. As of Tuesday night, millions of Southern Californians were at risk of losing everything to the wildfires. Once again, the weather forecast predicted high winds for much of the week. Per the Associated Press, dangerous winds and dry conditions are expected on Wednesday. Both the Palisades and Eaton fires have killed 25 residents. In addition, thousands have lost their homes. Red flag warnings have been issued for much of Southern California, and there have been widespread power outages. Our thoughts are with those impacted by the wildfires. The Young and the Restless spoilers and updates reveal Phyllis Summers has been missing a genuine love story for a while now. While she's been actively attempting to sabotage Billy Abbott's relationship with Sally Spectra, it seems she's merely a hurdle for them to navigate on their journey to finding love. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Phyllis Summers the interloper. At this juncture, Phyllis comes off as more of an irritating distraction than a genuine rival for Sally. Even though Phyllis has wormed her way into this plot, It seems unlikely that she's on the brink of embarking on an exciting new journey with Billy. I&R appears satisfied to let Phyllis drift aimlessly without any real romantic goal, but perhaps it's time for a change. There's one provocative new man for Phyllis who could be on the market soon. It looks like Summer Newman and Chance Chancellor are headed for a breakup that might actually last in the near future. I&R spoilers. Summer Newman and Chance Chancellor had their chance. Chance might find himself moving on from Summer, especially since her heart seems tethered to Kyle Abbott, and the green-eyed monster of jealousy is consuming her over his new romance. If Chance and Summer do part ways for good, the question arises, who could Chance end up with next? Once upon a time, Phyllis had her sights set on Chance, and perhaps that spark could reignite, leading to an electrifying connection. Chance once believed he had a solid relationship with Abby Newman, only to have his trust shattered by her infidelity with Devin Winters. There was also a period when Chance had undeniable chemistry with Sharon Newman, but that fizzled out too. The Young and the Restless spoilers, from daughter to mother? As Chance and Summer's love story teeters on the brink of collapse, he finds himself adrift, grappling with the weight of his past romantic missteps. This moment could pave the way for an unexpected spark between Chance and Phyllis. If Phyllis were to develop feelings for her daughter's former flame, it could create a tangled web of complications in her relationship with Summer. Moreover, Chance would likely encounter a chorus of skeptics warning him to keep his distance from Phyllis, given her notorious reputation for stirring up trouble. Yet, after pursuing the good girl route, Chance might just be ready to shake things up in Genoa City with a more rebellious partner. The Young and the Restless spoilers suggest Connor Newman, Adam Newman, and Chelsea Lawson are about to embark on a new adventure as the little family moves into Victor Newman and Nikki Newman's old home. But with an old home come old haunting memories, so could something happen that triggers Connor's obsessive-compulsive disorder? The Young and the Restless spoilers, Connor Newman confessed anxiety. Y&R spoilers note that Connor recently confessed he had anxiety about moving into the Newman ranch with his dad, and how daunting the idea of moving was. He did note that it would be easier if his mom was there, which is why Chelsea had agreed to join them. The house is bigger. It's something new to get used to, plus, for a kid, some of the rooms may seem creepy. Connor is already familiar with most of the house, as it used to be his grandparents', but could something happen that creates a massive OCD flare-up for the young boy? I&R spoilers, Connor Newman goes exploring. Fans may recall that in the spring of 2024, an entire storyline revolved around Victor's dungeon basement where he held Jordan hostage when everyone thought she had passed away in the river. Of course, Cole Howard caught wind of what Victor was up to, and with Michael Baldwin's help, the two released Jordan to the authorities, and no one knew the wiser of what Victor did. The mustache and Cole boarded the cell prison part of the basement, but that doesn't mean that Connor won't stumble upon it. After all, the house is massive and the perfect place to go exploring for a kid. He could go alone or possibly with Johnny Abbott. What if the boys stumble upon the dungeon basement? Even without the prison cell, the place looks creepy, and this could open up an old can of worms that Victor never wanted to rehash. After all, Johnny could go back to Victoria Newman and tell her about it, which would place Cole in a pickle. Overall, the entire incident could also trigger a major OCD flare-up for Connor. However, the biggest piece of the drama puzzle would be how Victor could possibly explain away the room. Could Connor stumble upon Victor's dungeon room, triggering his OCD? Join the conversation below. Tune into the Y&R Daily on CBS for all the drama, and visit this site often for the best Young and the Restless spoilers, news, and updates. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that it took some convincing, but Chelsea Lawson is ready to move in the old ranch house with Adam Newman and Connor Newman. Although Chelsea is telling herself this is for Connor's sake, part of her wants to be near Adam deep down. Chelsea is in denial about her true feelings for Adam and what that Baltimore hookup really meant. It was more than just two struggling parents coming together in a drunken moment. It was also about Adam and Chelsea reconnecting with years of history fueling their passion. Now I and our fans are wondering when Chelsea and Adam will finally surrender to that passion once again. The countdown is on since Chelsea will be living under the same roof as Adam. That's going to stir up plenty of temptation and make it harder for Chelsea to fight what's in her heart. Once Chelsea moves her stuff in and starts strengthening her bond with Adam, it may not be long until they hit the sheets. With Valentine's Day just around the corner, it might be the perfect opportunity for Chelsea and Adam to cave in when it comes to sizzling in the bedroom. Whether booze is involved this time around or not, Chelsea and Adam may find themselves tangled up under the covers. Will this be when Chelsea accepts her lingering love for Adam and this new chance at a future as a couple? Adam has made it clear that he'd like to kick off a new chapter. It's just a matter of Chelsea getting on the same page. Valentine's Day could be when things start coming into focus for Chelsea, so we'll bring you more predictions on this romantic holiday and what's in store. Do you think Adam belongs with Chelsea, or was he better off with Sally Spectra? Are you hopeful about Chelsea and Adam's reunion working out? The Young and the Restless spoilers say Adam and Chelsea's new living arrangement will change things between them, so stay tuned for updates on any love life news on the horizon. Curious about what's next for Sharon on The Young and the Restless? A critical moment looms for her. Adam and Chelsea revisit old wounds, and Claire's suspicious encounter raises new questions. As the drama deepens in Genoa City, secrets and decisions take center stage. Let's dive into the latest twists and turns to see what's brewing. Will Sharon escape on The Young and the Restless? Whether she manages to escape remains unconfirmed, but it is expected that she will free herself and survive. In the latest developments on The Young and the Restless, Sharon finds herself trapped in a dire situation. She is physically bound to a pipe in the sewers, struggling to free herself. Growing more frantic, she realizes that she may be left alone and won't be found in time. Desperate to escape, she spots a metal rod lying nearby, which could potentially help her break free from her chains. However, she's unable to reach the rod, and she must stretch as far as possible to grab it. The scene underscores the immediate danger Sharon is in and her resourcefulness as she attempts to find a way out. Whether or not she succeeds in escaping remains uncertain, but her actions suggest she is determined to survive. Will Adam and Chelsea get back together on The Young and the Restless? Adam is actively trying to convince Chelsea to reunite with him for the sake of their son, Connor. Following a previous incident that caused significant damage to their relationship, Chelsea is understandably hesitant to reconcile. Adam believes that living together again would help their son heal emotionally, particularly by providing him with stability at the Newman Ranch. During the discussion, Adam tries to persuade Chelsea by emphasizing the importance of putting Connor's needs first. He argues that despite their past, they should at least consider reconciliation if it benefits their son. Chelsea, however, remains conflicted about whether she can trust Adam again after everything that has happened between them. Does Claire catch Jordan on The Young and the Restless? Claire spots Jordan, a known antagonist, after hearing her voice at Crimson Lights. Calling out her name, Claire sees Jordan pause, smile slyly, and quickly leave without looking back. The encounter raises Claire's suspicions, suggesting Jordan may be executing a calculated plan. These gripping stories bring danger, emotional tension, and suspense to The Young and the Restless. As the devastating wildfires tore through the Los Angeles area, The Young and the Restless Eric Braeden was one of the many stars forced to evacuate his home. On January 9, he shared a harrowing video of the flames approaching his residence as they said goodbye. "Well, we lost our house in the Palisades fire," the actor shared on Bluesky. "Thank the Lord, my eldest granddaughter was over on Christmas Day. Maybe it was the last time, but it was wonderful. We have the intention to rebuild. When I first saw 45 years of building a life turn to ash and smoldering beams, I almost buckled." Braden returned to his home with Entertainment Tonight's Kevin Frazier and a camera crew that captured his heartbreak upon seeing what remains of his home. "I'm devastated," he choked. "All the memories. I don't want my family to see this." Recalling the parties that his wife used to throw at their home and raising his son, Christian, Braden remained stoic. He also remembered the first time he laid eyes on the property. "When I came here about 45 years ago," he confided, "I'd been on Y&R for about 5 years and looking around. I looked at 30 different homes. Drove down this street to the cul-de-sac on the end, came back, and I saw a for sale sign." Although his wife Dale wasn't sure, he insisted they check it out. "I looked through the front window and saw the backyard, and I said, 'That's it,'" the actor declared, no hesitation at all. Surveying the wreckage of the home left Braden at a loss for words. "It's such a feeling of loss," he confessed. "Indescribable. It leaves you totally disoriented." But he is also relieved that his family is safe and that they will have the opportunity to restore their home to its former glory. "You know, like after the Second World War, you rebuild," he insisted. "You've got to rebuild." Our thoughts are with Braden and all the thousands of other people whose lives have been irrevocably affected by the wildfires. Today, we're delving into an emotional and deeply moving story. When the legendary Eric Braeden, beloved for his iconic role on The Young and the Restless, returned to the place he once called home, it was anything but a joyous occasion. He wasn't alone on this journey. Entertainment Tonight accompanied him as he revisited what was left of his cherished residence, a place where he had built decades of memories with his family. Braden recounted the harrowing moment he left his home. "I left as the fire was burning. The flames hadn't crossed the canyon yet," he shared, his voice heavy with emotion. But tragically, the fire did leap across, consuming everything in its path. As the actor approached the charred remains of his property, he couldn't hide his devastation. "Oh boy, look at that. It's all burned down, man," he said, his words carrying the weight of a profound loss. For 45 years, this house had been a sanctuary for Braden and his family, a place of love, laughter, and life's milestones. Now, it was reduced to rubble, a stark and painful reminder of how quickly everything can change. Reflecting on the scene, Braden admitted, "I didn't think it would hit me this much. I'm devastated." Braden shared tender recollections of his time in the home, his son's high school parties, the joy of Christmas mornings, and the countless moments that made this house more than just a structure. "I grew up during the Second World War, and the destruction was similar," he reflected. "I'd always thought if that hillside caught fire, it could jump. But in 45 years, it never did until now." In a poignant moment, Braden recalled the serendipitous way he had found the house decades ago. "I looked at 30 homes before this one, and I knew instantly it was the one," he shared. Later, he discovered it had once belonged to a writer for Seinfeld, one of his favorite shows. Returning to the ruins for the first time, Braden likened the experience to staring into an open wound. "It felt raw, bleeding, and irreparable," he said. The skeletal remains of the house stood as a haunting symbol of what had been, a life full of memories abruptly erased by the unrelenting force of fire. The night of the fire was etched in his mind, the acrid smell of smoke, the frantic rush to grab a few belongings, and the horrifying sight of flames engulfing the walls he had known so well. "My heart broke with every snap and crackle of burning wood," he said. It was as if the house itself was mourning its own death. As he picked up a blackened piece of brick, he felt the weight of not just the material loss, but the emotional toll. "Maybe I'm holding more than just a remnant of the past," he said. Maybe I'm holding all the broken pieces of myself that have yet to heal. Despite the overwhelming grief, Brayden found a glimmer of hope. The fire had taken everything tangible, but it couldn't destroy the essence of what the house had represented. "I am not the ashes, I am not the ruins," he declared. "I am what remains, the love, the memories, the lessons learned." As he turned to leave, a sense of peace began to replace the sorrow. The house may have been reduced to rubble, but Brayden realized that home was not just a place. It was the love and strength imbued within himself, a foundation no fire could ever destroy. The young and the restless spoilers are gearing up for an ultimate face-off between Claire Newman and Jordan. The lady was there in Claire's life for a good few years, acting as a guiding light. However, Jordan's mentorship ended when her people finally saw through her facade. Now, Claire's sixth sense is tingling again, and she might have a crazy run-in with her aunt. Read on to get the full scoop. The young and the restless spoilers. Jordan's sighting sparks chaos. The young and the restless spoilers kick off the week at a coffee house. Claire is chilling at the cafe until Esther Valentine reads out a very specific oolong tea order. Claire quickly recalls how Jordan would have her tea the same way, and it sends shivers down her spine. Subsequently, she turns her guard on and eventually fills Nikki Newman in on the strange occurrence. However, Nikki discards her granddaughter's concerns, reminding her how Jordan is locked up far away. However, the week of January 13 to 17 will validate Claire's gut feeling in a big way. The girl will finally catch Jordan standing in the same queue as hers at Crimson Lights, but there's a catch. She's fooling around in disguise and pulling off that British accent. The audacity. However, Claire doesn't fall for the disguise and recognizes her aunt's voice. The girl feels as if she has seen a ghost and reports the sighting to Nikki and Victoria right away. But the Newman duo is still not buying that Jordan is back and may not even keep Victor in the loop. In the meantime, Claire is willing to show Jordan that she has come out of her damsel in distress cocoon. Claire always saw Jordan in a good light, thinking she always had her best interests at heart. But she won't let her aunt torment and steal her happy moments ever again. Now, Claire can have a heated exchange of words or a full-blown physical clash. Whatever the case, she's not letting Jordan ruin the fabulous Newman life she's built. However, Jordan isn't a newbie to get outsmarted just like that. What if Jordan tries to kidnap Claire? For now, Claire has no intention of backing down. After all, she has worked hard to get that Newman glow-up and get to the stage to love someone. Don't be surprised if she ends up cornering Jordan. It could take only one explosive fight that will change the Newman family forever. Keep reading Soap Opera Daily to stay abreast with the young and the restless spoilers. Will Claire and Jordan's reign of terror finally come to a crashing end? Share your thoughts below. The young and the restless spoilers for Tuesday, January 14 show that the best laid plans of evildoers is about to go awry. Jordan kidnapped Sharon Newman on Ian Ward's orders. But she didn't follow those instructions to a T, and now the chickens may come home to roost. Here's what you need to know as the week in GC continues to unfold. Sharon is in trouble. Jordan did not off Sharon as she was told to do. She left her chained up in the sewers. No one understood the depths to which Nick Newman would go to in order to save Sharon, and that could be Jordan and Ian's undoing. Today, Nick shares his hunch with Detective Chance Chancellor. The young and the restless spoilers. Can Sharon be saved? Chance and Nick are desperate to get Sharon home alive. Two heads are better than one, and Nick knows in his gut that Ian is behind Sharon's disappearance. They will have to work fast in order to figure out Ian's twisted trail before Sharon's food and water runs out. Meanwhile, Chelsea Lawson and Victoria Newman get to talking, and one thing leads to another. They both were with Billy Abbott and have young Johnny Abbott in common. Y and R spoilers. Chelsea confides in Victoria. Everyone has been telling Chelsea to reconcile with Adam Newman already, and she is considering moving with him and their son Connor Newman to the Newman Ranch. Mom to mom, Victoria might also shed some light on what it's like to help an offspring in mental distress, as she has with Claire Newman. The Young and the Restless spoilers. What happens next in Genoa City, Wisconsin? Connor and Adam are moving to the ranch, and Connor wants his mom Chelsea to move too. She and Adam are not together, although they had a one-nighter in the not-too-distant past. It could be difficult for her to deny Connor his wish, but it would be bad parenting if she gives in to him out of fear he will relapse. Then again, there is the possibility of what happens next if the family of 3 start up housekeeping. Do you want to see Chatham back together? The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Summer Newman is having a hard time with Kyle Abbott's relationship with Claire Newman and her growing role in Harrison Abbott's life. It's clear that Summer is struggling with some insecurities that are only going to get worse from here. Of course, a lot of Summer's complicated feelings may be tied to her lingering love for Kyle. Chance Chancellor is ready to help Summer move on, but things may not go according to plan. Summer had dinner with Chance and seems on board for more meals together, so she may try to force herself to let go of Kyle, at least initially. That could spell disaster if Summer reconnects with Chance in the bedroom and ends up saying the wrong name. It's easy to imagine Summer calling out Kyle instead of Chance in a passionate moment. Summer might have a fantasy that Kyle is in bed with her and catch Chance off guard when she mistakenly blurts out her ex-husband's name under the covers. Although Chance was eager to try again with Summer, that could certainly be a deal breaker for him. Since I and our spoilers hint that Summer will pursue Kyle in the coming months, the show might use a bedroom blunder as a strategy to get Chance out of the way. If Summer fantasizes about Kyle in bed and potentially calls Chance by the wrong name, that could open both Chance and Summer's eyes to what she really wants. It could mark a turning point where Summer shifts her focus to reuniting with Kyle and putting their family with Harrison back together. Regardless, our predictions indicate that Summer's pursuit of Kyle will lead to some shockers down the road, so we'll pass along updates once her plan kicks off. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Summer will indeed decide she wants Kyle back sooner or later, so stay tuned for more news on all the romantic drama. If there's anything that we've learned about Michelle Stafford over the years, it's that she's certainly someone who likes to tell it like it is. The Young and the Restless star Michelle Stafford furious. I'm sure they suck in bed. The Young and the Restless star, who is best known for her role as Phyllis Summers on the hit CBS soap, didn't hold back when she expressed her anger over the current situation in Los Angeles County with the ongoing wildfires. She even wrote on social media, "Property owners who are jacking up the price of their rentals in LA now are probably some of the grossest humans living right now. But I hope they're really happy with their money. Yay, you win. Losers." Earlier in the week, Michelle took to her Instagram account to share a picture of the burning fires. The Young and the Restless news. What's next for Michelle Stafford? She wrote, "All of my thoughts and strength are with the incredible men and women who are fighting this unimaginable disaster. All of the first responders. My family is safe. We are lucky this time. Thank you to all of you who have been asking." The actress added, "Note, from the time of this writing, so many of my friends have lost their homes. Now it's time to help our friends." This comes after reports that said Cameron Matheson, who is best known for his role as Drew Quartermain on the hit ABC soap, shared with his social media followers that he lost his home in the devastating wildfires that have hit Los Angeles County. As of press time, the catastrophic fires have not been contained. Cameron shared a photo of the wreckage and in his caption wrote, "We are safe, but this is what's left of our beautiful home." The actor also said, "Our home where our kids were raised and where they wanted to raise their own someday." In the meantime, drop us a line with your thoughts in our comments section below. And don't forget that Soap Spoilers is your place for all of the latest news and gossip about your favorite celebrities and members of the royal family. In a shocking turn of events, The Young and the Restless stars Joshua Morrow and Sharon Case are making headlines, leaving fans heartbroken and desperate for answers. The duo, known for their sizzling chemistry on screen and their ability to capture the hearts of millions, now face a situation that has shaken the Y&R fandom to its core. Trouble behind the scenes. Rumors have been swirling that tensions on the set of Y&R have reached an all-time high. Reports suggest that Joshua Morrow and Sharon Case are at the center of a major storyline shakeup, one that could see their iconic characters facing unimaginable heartbreak. Could this be the end of Chic as we know it? Insiders claim that the show's writers are planning a plot twist so dramatic that it may redefine the fates of Nick and Sharon forever. While fans have weathered plenty of ups and downs between the beloved couple, this latest development might just be the most devastating yet. Cryptic social media posts. Adding fuel to the fire, both Morrow and Case have taken to social media with cryptic messages that have only heightened fan anxiety. Sharon recently posted a heartfelt note. Sometimes the toughest decisions lead to the most beautiful changes. Stay strong. Meanwhile, Joshua's post, a simple black and white photo of the Y&R script, was captioned, "The end of an era?" Fans flooded the comment sections with questions and pleas for clarity. "Please tell me Nick and Sharon aren't over for good," one user wrote. Another fan added, "We can't take another heartbreak." Contract disputes or personal decisions? The speculation doesn't stop at storyline drama. Some believe the off-screen dynamics may also be in play. Could contract negotiations or personal decisions be influencing this potential shakeup? While neither actor has confirmed any plans to leave the show, industry insiders hint that big changes may be on the horizon for both stars. Fan reactions. The Y&R fandom is abuzz with theories and emotions. Social media platforms are flooded with trending hashtags like #SaveChic and #YRSpoilers as fans express their disbelief and outrage. Petitions to protect Nick and Sharon from devastating storylines are already circulating online. They've been through so much together, from Cassie's death to Sharon's cancer battle. One fan tweeted, "They deserve happiness, not more heartbreak." Another commented, "Y&R can't do this to us. Nick and Sharon are the heart of the show. What's next?" While Y&R has a history of delivering jaw-dropping storylines, this potential plot twist might be the most talked about yet. Fans are anxiously awaiting the next episodes to see how the drama unfolds. Will Nick and Sharon overcome yet another obstacle, or is this truly the end of their epic love story? For now, all we can do is wait and hope for the best. One thing is certain, Joshua Morrow and Sharon Case have left an indelible mark on the world of soap operas. Whatever happens, their legacy on The Young and the Restless will remain unforgettable. Stay tuned for updates as this story develops, and don't forget to catch the latest episodes of The Young and the Restless to see the drama play out in real time.